If you're a big fan of Twilight, you might be wondering what happened to Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart and where they're at these days after their breakup and the cheating rumors. Satisfy that curiosity as we dive deep into Kristen Stewart's revelation about the true reasons behind their breakup. Now let's get going. Pattinson and Stewart began dating in 2009 after meeting on the set of the first Twilight film, where they portrayed the romantic leads Bella Swan and Edward Cullen. Stewart received their initial chemistry read in a 2021 interview with The New Yorker, saying, "It was so obvious who clicked. I was literally just like..." She then mimicked a swoon, reflecting on the relationship. Stewart described it as young and foolish, but praised Pattinson's blend of intellect and nonchalant attitude. In a previous interview, Twilight director Catherine Hardwicke shared that she cautioned Pattinson about dating Stewart after their chemistry read. Stewart and Pattinson starred in 5 Twilight movies together: 2008's Twilight, 2009's The Twilight Saga New Moon, 2010's The Twilight Saga Eclipse, 2011's The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1, and 2012 The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2, before calling it quits in 2013 after 4 years of dating. So why did Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart break up, and where are they now years after their separation and the cheating scandal? So why did Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart break up? Stewart and Pattinson called it quits in May of 2013 after a tumultuous 4-year relationship. The breakup followed allegations that Stewart cheated on Pattinson with her Snow White and Huntsman director, Rupert Sanders. The scandal erupted when photos surfaced of Stewart kissing Sanders, who was married to model Liberty Ross and had 2 children with her. Witnesses described seeing Stewart and Sanders together and remarked that they seemed very close. However, just 2 days later, Stewart was spotted out on a date with Pattinson in Los Angeles. Sources described them as being relaxed and affectionate, with Stewart leaning against Pattinson. Even though they attended the 2012 Teen's Choice Awards together, where they were caught on camera holding hands. The timing of the Teen Choice Awards appearance was noteworthy, as it occurred shortly before US Weekly published the incriminating photos of Stewart and Sanders. The scandal escalated when Ross Sanders' wife tweeted a simple "wow" before deactivating her Twitter account. Stewart quickly issued a public apology to Pattinson, acknowledging her wrongdoing and characterizing her actions as momentary indiscretion that deeply hurt those who were close to her. She expressed profound regret for jeopardizing her relationship with Pattinson, whom she described as the person she loved and respected the most. Sanders also released a statement expressing remorse for the pain he caused his family and professing his love and dedication to them, hoping they could overcome the ordeal together. According to a source speaking to Us Weekly at the time, Pattinson felt really depressed upon learning about Stewart's infidelity. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he should forgive her or not, the insider revealed, highlighting the uncertainty and turmoil Pattinson was experiencing. The source emphasized that Pattinson's entire journey into fame had been intertwined with Stewart, making the situation particularly challenging. Another insider described Pattinson as beyond devastated and heartbroken, expressing shock at Stewart's actions and their impact on him. Stewart, too, was reportedly devastated and grappling with feelings of anger and self-blame. A source disclosed that she was very angry at herself and not placing blame on anyone else for the situation. However, by September 2012, just 2 months later, another source revealed to Us Weekly that the couple had reconciled after a dramatic makeup. The insider shared that Pattinson was still in love with Stewart, indicating they were actively working through their issues. Their public appearances together at the premiere of The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 in November 2012 seemed to confirm their reconciliation. When asked about the relationship status, Stewart chose to keep the public guessing, stating, "I'm gonna just let people watch whatever little movie they think our lives are. Keep them guessing, I always say." Despite their efforts to mend their relationship, Stewart and Pattinson ultimately parted ways for good in May of 2013. Sources cited ongoing problems and frequent arguments, particularly revolving around the cheating scandal and Stewart's perceived selfishness and moodiness. In a 2014 interview with British Esquire, Pattinson didn't point fingers at Stewart for their breakup, attributing it to their age. "Shit happens, you know," he remarked. "It's just young people. It's normal. And honestly, who gives a shit?" He elaborated on the challenges of discussing the breakup publicly, likening it to a scene from the movie Doubt, where gossip spreads like feathers in the wind, and difficulty of collecting them all back. In a 2019 interview on The Howard Stern Show, Stewart referred to Pattinson as her first love, reflecting on their years together. When asked about the prospect of marriage, she expressed uncertainty, admitting she was not a strict traditionalist in relationships. Stewart confessed to feeling uncomfortable discussing her relationship with Pattinson due to a lack of permission to speak freely in her concern about being perceived as attention-seeking. Nevertheless, she praised him, calling him the best. In a 2016 interview with New York Times Magazine, Stewart discussed how media and fan pressure turned her and Pattinson's relationship into a commodity, stripping away its authenticity. She reiterated these sentiments in a 2019 interview with Harper's Bazaar UK, explaining their decision to keep their relationship private as a means of reclaiming ownership over their personal lives. Stewart also addressed rumors about her sexuality, stating she prioritized enjoying her life over protecting her privacy, leading to a more open and ambiguous approach to self-expression. In a 2017 episode of Saturday Night Live, Stewart openly declared herself as so gay, and further elaborated on her sexuality in an interview with Sunday Times, emphasizing that she didn't date Pattinson to conceal her true self. "I wasn't hiding anything," she clarified. "I didn't discuss my early relationship that became public because I wanted to keep what's mine, mine." Stewart expressed frustration at her personal life being commodified and circulated globally, but acknowledged the impact her public persona had on others. She saw it as an opportunity to share a part of herself with the world, hoping to empower others. Reflecting on herself with Pattinson, Stewart revealed that she felt like the public was against them, leading to a sense of constant conflict. However, she clarified that the decision to come out was not a dramatic realization of her identity, but rather a realization of the importance of authenticity and visibility. When asked about her motivation to come out publicly, Stewart simply stated that it felt important and relevant to the current discourse. As for Kristen Stewart, after her split from Pattinson, she's been focused on her career and personal life. She's continued to act in various films, receiving critical acclaim for her performances. Additionally, Stewart has been open about her sexuality and has been in relationships with both men and women. In terms of her current status, Robert Pattinson has been dating a model and actor, Suki Waterhouse, since a few years after his breakup with Stewart. In a 2022 interview with GQ, Pattinson shared an amusing anecdote about an encounter with a DC Comics fan while out with Waterhouse, highlighting a shared sense of humor and compatibility. According to sources close to Pattinson, there's been speculation about a possible engagement between him and Waterhouse, with his inner circle reportedly encouraging him to propose. It's been described that Pattinson's family holds Waterhouse in high regard and sees her as a part of the family already. The couple appears to be deeply committed to each other, with both sharing similar desire for marriage and starting a family in the future. Waterhouse reportedly wants to marry Pattinson before they start a family, and they both envision a future together. Their relationship has been kept relatively private, likely due to their experiences with public scrutiny in previous relationships. Despite this, they seem to have a strong bond and are both committed to making their relationship work, having weathered the challenges of the pandemic together. Kristen Stewart has found love with screenwriter Dylan Mayer, whom she began dating in 2019. Their relationship progressed, and they got engaged in 2021. Stewart expressed her excitement about the engagement, describing how Mayer perfectly captured her vision for a proposal during an appearance on The Hollywood Stern Show in November of 2021. They're set to tie the knot, with Stewart discussing plans for a wedding on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert in January of 2022. Despite her casual approach to planning, Stewart expressed eagerness to celebrate with loved ones, emphasizing her desire for spontaneity and flexibility. Regarding her friendship with Robert Pattinson, it appears that the two maintain a cordial relationship. According to a source cited by Hollywood Life in 2019, Pattinson considered Stewart a friend, although they didn't see each other frequently. They maintained occasional contact via text, discussing both personal and work-related matters. Despite their past romantic history and the challenges they faced, the source noted that both Pattinson and Stewart value their friendship and the growth they've experienced over the years. Stewart, in particular, is grateful for Pattinson's forgiveness and acknowledges her personal growth since their relationship. Their bond, while private, reflects a mutual respect and appreciation for the journey they've shared. Stewart reaffirmed her friendship with Pattinson in a 2019 interview with Verity, responding to his casting as Batman with enthusiasm. She expressed her belief that he was the ideal choice for the role, emphasizing her happiness for him. Her supportive and lighthearted comments highlighting her enduring friendship and mutual respect for each other's careers. Well, that's going to be all for today, folks. If you want to keep yourself updated on the latest binge-worthy and celebrity gossip, click that subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this.